get it. It's through into the outfield.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out. And now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
The pitcher, Chris Russin, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You know, if you'd given me a nickel here, I'd have thought he was bunting that time.
Yeah, that one caught me by surprise, too. I don't know why you'd want him swinging the bat.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there.
Wow, he's going to be disappointed with that effort. And he had a few good opportunities there to bunt him over, but he just wasn't able to do the job.
Charlie Blackmon will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
He's set, and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
That's a late swing here on a fastball, but he still squares it up pretty good. If he gets this thing just a little higher, this might be 2 bases. Instead, it's just right into the third baseman's glove.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's cut on and missed as Reyes falls behind here 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Swing and a ball hit high and deep down the line. This is in the cove if it's fair, and it's gone for a splashdown home run. Three-run home run down the line in right, and with it they've leapt in front now 3-1.
This is just your classic fastball up over the heart of the plate. I don't even have to do a whole lot of analysis on this one. If you put that pitch there to this guy, he's going to take it over the wall. Simple as that.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Lifted in the air to center. Span is under it. And that retires the side. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 3-1 Colorado.
Leading off the inning, Madison Bumgarner, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Madison Bumgarner.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
Yeah, a tough situation here. He has the long inning on the mound, and he's got to turn right around and lead off the next half inning.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Liner towards second. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
And you think you're all set up for an easy out. You've got the pitcher leading off the inning. 2 strikes on him. But the one thing you always have to remember, any guy with a bat in his hands can be dangerous. And sure enough, this is a leadoff single.
Denard Span will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they won't get Span at first. It's an infield single.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball, watching it all the way under the barrel of the bat. That's as good a form as you're going to see.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit sharply toward the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only 1 out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
He's ready now. The pitch. Hunter Pence is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Ripped down the first base line. Reined in. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And with runners on first and second already, you don't want to try and force a throw to second to possibly open the door for a huge inning. So I think he just took the more conservative route here and just took it to the bag himself for that sure out.
Buster Posey is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
2-0.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Reyes is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. It's the Rockies 3 and the Giants 1. DJ LeMahieu is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Hit hard to short. There is Crawford. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 12, Mark Reynolds.
Settling in now, Mark Reynolds. He reached on a single in his first try. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. And he's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Gerardo Parra will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The pitch. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Foul. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Matt Duffy is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. To short. Reyes is up with it. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first down.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt in now, hopped out in his first trip. Now the pitch. Lined hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Grounded to short. Reyes is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Nick Hundley heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Rockies, the catcher, number 4, Nick Hundley.
And now a pitch on the way. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is camped under this one. 1 down.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Digging in, Chris Russin. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time.
And I'm still not sure why they had him trying to bunt with 2 strikes. I'm just not a big fan of doing that.
Here's the pitch. First pitch here is another fly ball. This one out to left field. Moving laterally is Pagan to make the play here. 2 away.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Charlie Blackmon will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Back goes Pence at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Boy, he just flat out tattoos this baseball. Here it is. He just splits the 2 outfielders, winds up banging it off that wall out there in right center, and he's into second, probably thinking to himself, I can't believe that's not a home run.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from AT&T Park right after this. Leading off the inning, Angel Pagan. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Left fielder, Angel Pagan.
Now here it comes. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Arenado charging this one, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now as he gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Madison Bumgarner will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Line towards center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, I think the phrase here is, one's an aberration, 2 is a trend. And sure enough, hey, he's got himself a 2-hit ball game.
Denard Span steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
Joe Panik digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Some guys, you almost do him a favor if you pitch away from him. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance here. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. Score holds, it's 3-1. Carlos Gonzalez will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Gonzalez is retired, and there's 1 away.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Nolan Arenado will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Over now is Pence to make the grab. 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down in front of Pagan for a base hit.
Check this out on show track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Here's Mark Reynolds, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Reynolds here, 0-2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Buster Posey will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. And taken in out there for the first out.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. One and two. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Blackman moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Brandon Belt will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Shoots this one to first, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Giants down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here in San Francisco, Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Gerardo Parra is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bounce towards the second baseman. Panic barehanded. Got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Into the box now, Nick Hundley. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Back to the mound and off his leg. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Javier Lopez.
Chris Russin will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He waits. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Pagan is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Now to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Pause, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado as the lead remains 3-1. Leading off the inning, Brandon Crawford, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. And this one's inside and high, 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take. Well, his one job was to get on base with his club down by 2, and he did it. Well, this will get the tying run to the plate, which is all you can ask for to start the inning.
Angel Pagan will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Reyes back to first, but it's right over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, give him some credit here at second base. He stayed right in there, knowing that he was going to take a hard shot. But there's no question that it did influence his throw because it was well off the mark.
Gregor Blanco will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Denard Span will come forward now at a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
On his way to pitch number 75. And a high strike there, 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High pop-up. Reyes is calling for it. 2 gone.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Joe Panik gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
And the count will be full. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. They still trail it here 3-1. George Cantos will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
George Cantos.
Jose Reyes will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Sliced hard on the ground, fielded by Panik. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now that'll help you settle right into the game.
So 1 gone for the Rockies here in the 8th, and standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. Here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Nolan Arenado will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Grounded to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Hunter Pence will start things out when we come back. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rockies are out in front, 3-1. Hunter Pence will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
The pitch. To short, hit hard. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Comes set, now the pitch. Buster Posey is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. On the move is Pence. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, that's taking a big gamble right there because you'd love to have that guy in scoring position, but you're down 2 runs. So if you get thrown out, you can forget about having the tying run at the plate. Fortunately, he gets in there ahead of that throw.
1 run, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Ready with the 1 and 2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired 1 away.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Matt Duffy will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
He's set, now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. There's a drive out to left center field. Hence around third, being waved on home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
Yeah, and no matter how many of these you see in your lifetime, this is still one of the most exciting plays in all of baseball. You can see he's not stopping rounding second base, and he makes it all the way to third there with an RBI triple.
Kelby Tomlinson will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Kelby Tomlinson.
Brandon Belt will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Lays off 1-0.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
1-1, here it is. To short. Reyes has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, and that's an excellent pitch right there to get the ground out. That means the tying run stays planted down there at third base. 2 outs now. Now the window of opportunity is starting to close up a little bit.
So striding in, Brandon Crawford, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Has a look, now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Giants will have to be content with just the one. Ninth inning coming up. Rockies lead this one 3-2. Kelby Tomlinson is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 37, Kelby.
Striding in to start the ninth, DJ LeMahieu, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Second baseman, DJ.
And now a pitch on the way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Hence is there one quick out to start inning number 9.
The first baseman, number 12, Mark Reynolds.
Mark Reynolds ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Now the pitch. Fouled back. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Reynolds is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
In is Gerardo Parra. Lifted the other way out to left center. Span giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Parra around second. He's heading for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
The catcher.
Both outfielders with a long run to try and get to this thing, but neither of them can get there as it's going to wind up one hopping the wall. That man decides he's going to turn it on and try and get to third. He'll do it easily.
Stepping in now, Nick Hundley. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Pagan. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back in San Francisco following this. Angel Pagan will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so
Number
why not
16.
see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Now here it comes. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Yeah, a bad spot there to lose your release point. This one just continues to run inside and gets him, and now all of a sudden that puts a tying run on base.
Andrew Susak will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly. LeMahieu. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Oh, man. That's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man on to start the ninth, and things are looking up. But then this is a made-to-order double play ball, and suddenly you're just an out away from this game being over.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Hit down the line at first. Reynolds is right there, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you'll see the numbers here coming up. He went the distance in this one, allowing just 2 runs, and he survived a couple of rough spots to get this complete game victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 3-2. So long from San Francisco.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 3 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Giants, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.